Welcome everyone, welcome to another episode of Baphomet Bible. And this is episode number 78. And this episode we have entitled, Set Your Mind on Heavenly Things, Not on Earthly Things. What happens when you set your mind on heavenly things? Well, that would be the spiritual realm, shit that you can't see. And when you set your mind on these things, well, then you're going to receive gain and abundance. You're going to receive love and good things in life. But then if you set your mind on earthly, these base things that are below and then on this physical plane, well, then shit's going to start fucking up. Pretty much. So people, they go to churches and they hear the messages, and these people think that they're setting their mind on heavenly things, but in fact what they're doing is being a bunch of hypocrite pieces of shit and setting their mind on earthly things. Because look at the ignorance that is in them. Try to talk to these people and tell them anything that has to do with truth. It's fascinating how people will just shut down. If you come by and you want to tell them something that helps them, and you're direct, people don't want to hear it. You need to speak to people in a certain way and then work on their emotions and then put an image or an idea in their mind where they think, oh, this is my own idea, and then they'll go along with it. But it's hard to convince people to do things. And that's why there's marketing and salesmen, and there's a specific process that you run people through in order to work on their fears and their desires, and so people don't want to lose. Fear of loss plays in big when you're trying to sell people shit. And that's what happens when you go to church. You become a pawn. You're marketed to. It's a cult. The guy standing up in front is a fucking cult leader that is running a business. If you were setting your mind on heavenly things, well, then you would have a desire for the truth, for seeking knowledge. And you're not going to be just worried about, well, what movie is in the theater or what is on TV, and I want to watch Dancing with the Stars. Yeah, watch it once in a while. Just turn it on and don't let it consume you, and just seek entertainment, because this shit'll fry your fucking brain. Like, I go downstairs and I watch Dr. Oz with my mom sometimes, and that show, it'll fuck your mind up. Because then they'll talk to you in a way, or all these cooking shows. Everyone is just phony as fuck, and they put on their fake smiles, and then just the Good Morning America shit, where everyone is just so fucking phony. That's earthly shit. That is when you set your mind on earthly shit. When you actually give a fuck what's going on with Trump. Or you start telling people, oh, man, the world's so bad. There's people getting shot in Chicago. I don't give a fuck. I don't set my mind on that kind of shit. And then it doesn't become a part of my reality. The only time it becomes a part is when somebody comes into my bubble and then they start telling me this stupid shit. And I don't give a fuck at all. I don't watch TV. I don't watch the news because I know that it's a complete lie. And all that they're doing is shaping a reality for me to walk into. And then what is the motive behind it? It's pretty much to keep me ignorant, unable to think for myself, and then it's not going to be beneficial. It doesn't benefit a person if he's a fucking slave and he's being pimped out going to a job. And then if the news and the information that was coming through that fucking TV was any beneficial to my life, well then it would have taught me some skills, some knowledge that would better my situation and then help me to live a more fulfilling life and have time and be in a bubble of joy and love. But instead, you dump all this bullshit on me, all this fucking negativity, and what do you expect? What do you expect when you plug a mass amount of people with negative information and you sculpt their reality? You teach them to be fucking racist. Let's interview a bunch of people in the ghetto that... Let's find black people that portray a fucking stereotype. And then we're going to have to go through a lot of people, but we're going to find the most ignorant motherfucker, and then we're going to interview those people just to perpetrate this fucking stereotype. And you see it all the time when you turn on the news. And I can't believe people fucking fall for that shit. But then, see, I realized the other day that I was thinking, I'm like, there are people that are smarter than me. There is a lot of smart people out there. But then there's a lot of people that are just fucking stupid. Stupid fucking people. And their brains don't work right. And I have to just realize that there are stupid fucking people out there and their brains don't work right. And it's hard to just come to that realization. And I believe that my purpose is to start repairing that fucking brain and to start helping people. Because my brain was damaged at one time too, when I was going around the neighborhood and knocking on fucking doors and asking people, oh, if you die today, are you 100% sure you're going to heaven? Well, and then I would run them through this whole entire process. Romans 3 verse 20, and this and that. John 6 verse 40. And I go over here, and it's for all of sin. And then I put them through the Romans fucking road. But then I wouldn't have them say the prayer at the end because I believed that saying a prayer is works. Even though it says like you're fucking striving and you're praying. And the Bible tells you to believe in Jesus to be saved. So then when I was going knocking on fucking doors and telling people this shit in order to get them saved from hellfire... Well, I wouldn't tell them to pray. I would just be like, you just need to fucking believe. And I'm just going to tell you the same thing right now, even though I have a different interpretation of the Bible at this moment in time. And I believe it's based upon the zodiac, and the 12 disciples are the zodiac, and Jesus, the sun, is actually the sun god. And the sun that is lighting up my fucking room right now. I mean, that is what... it's pointing to, like, reasonable doubt that, hey, like, this is a myth and it's a spiritual book, and if you take it literal and you think animals talked and all this shit is real, well then, something's wrong. Something is fucking wrong. But then you rope a child in, and then you teach the shit to him when he's growing up. You take a baby and just start telling him, well, Santa Claus is real. And the Easter Bunny's real. And then I found out one day that Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny were fake. But then Jesus was still real. I mean, Jesus, like, Santa Claus needs a fucking sleigh to fly around. Jesus just flies around the fucking air. He doesn't need no... He's like Superman. If I was setting my mind on heavenly things, well, the time that I was going to church and hanging out with all my fucking friends, and we're talking about the Lord, and oh, how we're so lucky that we're going to heaven, and all these other people around, holy shit, they're all fucked. Oh man, I'm so glad that I'm in the right cult, that I believe the right shit, because I'm going to heaven, and I got my mansion up there when I die, so I better just shut my fucking mouth and then serve the fucking French fries to people. Because when you die, just serve the fucking French fries and shut your fucking mouth and don't say anything. And then when you die, you're going to get a mansion. You're going to get all this shit when you die. But then it's going to be worth it. And if not, you're going to fucking burn. And that's the kind of shit that I was being plugged with. It's just kind of fucked up. It's kind of fucked up when you find out that the whole Bible is based upon the zodiac, and then even when Jesus is born, like when we're celebrating Christmas, on the 21st, the sun goes into the winter solstice, and then the fucking process goes over. The sun's reborn on the 24th, and then it's the whole entire process of the fucking years. And it's like, you wouldn't know that unless you found that knowledge and you came upon it. But then when grandpa's talking about fucking Jesus and the Lord, and then you grow up and then your parents are talking about Jesus and the Lord, well then you start talking about Jesus and the motherfucking Lord, and then you don't really see the whole picture because all these fucks are in cults and shit, and they're being taken advantage of, and they're being sucked dry by leeches and wolves. And the people that are running their churches are fucking cult leaders. So they're sucking these people dry. They're taking advantage of their ignorance and bringing up children since they're young, plugging their mind with this shit that it's real, that this is reality, when in fact it's spiritual. Why do you look at me and you tell me to show you the fucking Father when I'm right in front of you? How the fuck can you say, show us the Father, when I'm right fucking in front of you? So you need to set your mind on heavenly things and not on earthly things. And if I wasn't in the cult, well then I would have had my mind on heavenly things, on creating my reality and having an abundance and living my life and loving people that are around me. And that's what the truth is. The truth is discovering who you are and loving one another and peace upon this motherfucking earth. That is what the truth is. Peace on earth and goodwill toward all men. But there is no peace when they keep bringing fucking war to me. You bring war to me and try to infiltrate into my mind and get my mind set on earthly things, and then get me wrapped up in something that's not going to benefit me, put me down a path towards destruction. Because any belief system and shit that you have in your mind that's causing destruction in your own life, that is destroying relationships, causing hate to flow out from within, and you're just spreading it out all over the place. Spread your fucking hate out there. You're hated. What's with the hate? Stop the hate! But really, what is more beneficial for society? To go around and start fucking killing one another? Or fucking helping people and shit? And then, I'm just sick of everyone having all these issues and fucking problems. And then I have to listen to all your fucking problems. Just chill the fuck out. Life is short. And let's just enjoy our time here. And then wouldn't that be a good way to live and to look at the situation that we're in? And then any opportunity that presents itself, let's take it, so then we can have an abundance and enjoy what has been freely given to us. But then if you're plugged with some bullshit from a fucking cult, well, then your mind is on some earthly shit. Now you have limiting beliefs, and then you're not investing in Bitcoin. And then you're not doing any research and acquiring any type of knowledge. So then when the fucking opportunity comes, then you don't take it. And you have no idea what's going on because that stupid fucking TV keeps plugging your mind with some stupid shit. And there is definitely a motive behind it. It's to keep you ignorant and fucking stupid. That's the whole purpose of the TV. To keep you ignorant and fucking stupid. And then go to church on Sunday morning and Sunday evening and Wednesday in the evening at night. And then just get your mind plugged with some fucking cult leader bullshit to get the money out of your pocket. And then they're not going to tell you nothing about the zodiac and nothing about the sun in the sky that gives life and fucking heat and light and all the shit, all the fucking traits that Jesus gives, because it's the sun. And it's a parable. It's spoken in a parable. And these things are an allegory. And if you take it literal, then you're an ignorant fuck, and then you're missing the real spiritual meaning. And then your mind is set on earthly shit, and it's not on heavenly shit. Your mind has to be on heavenly things. And then when you're doing that, well, then you're actually interpreting what the fucking book is saying. But no one really cares about what the book is saying, because the churches on every corner made the Bible look so shitty and so bad, and those fucking assholes, they made such a bad name for themselves. No one even wants to actually read the Bible. Even the fucking people that are in the churches that are so full of shit and they're hypocrites, they fucking hate the Bible too, because they're stuck in a cult and they don't want to admit it. But deep in their heart, they know that something's wrong, but they just keep on going down that path of destruction. Well, I'm not going to be on that path, and I'm going to set my mind on heavenly things. And right now, I'm making the right investments, and I saw the opportunity. It knocked on my door, and then I opened up, and I was like, oh, fuck, it's the opportunity. And then it came in, and it supped with me, and I gave it some porridge, and it fucking ate. And then that was the opportunity that I was looking for. So I'm investing. I buy the Bitcoin, and then I transfer it to Binance. And then when I'm at Binance, I buy alternate coins. And I'm invested in ADA, because ADA has that wallet. It's called Deldaris. It's a fucking demon. It looks like some Aztec shit going on in its fucking face. And there's big horns coming out. So I'm partnering up with the Daedalus and ADA Cardano. And that's a good company, but that's like kind of mainstream. You want to go down the list and then find the shit that people aren't fucking talking about. Like the company Mana. And then, see, I need to buy some more fucking Mana. But I'm going to tell you, if you break down Mana, M-A-N-A, you just break it down using numerology, it breaks down to 1111. And then that means that there is fucking angels or some shit, and it means like, hey, this is a go ahead and do it, and it's called quick manifestation. So Mana is a good company to invest in because of the symbology, the numerology that you break it down to. So you break Mana down, M-A-N-A, you break that down to 1111. And the way that you do this is you just go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, E. You just put out the whole fucking alphabet. And then you label every letter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All the way up to Z. And then Z is 26. And then you, like 26, 2 plus 6 is 8. So then Z would be 8 at the end of the alphabet. And that's how you decipher. And then you take Mana, you break it down, it's 1111. And I'm also invested in Black Credit Mason Protocol. And many of our presidents were Masons. And then there's special Masonic hand signals too. And if you just research it and type it into Google, you could pull up the Masonic hand signals, like that is one of them. And then that's one of them. So I'm looking for the symbols that are speaking some language underneath the radar that I could pick up on. So I'm using my knowledge and from what I experienced, and I'm setting my mind on heavenly things and not on earthly things. I'm in a spiritual realm, and I'm able to be like the owl and to see in the dark and to know exactly what these symbols and this shit is. It's signaling to me. It's like, yeah, hey, come over here. Yeah, this is the way. So I got ADA, MANA, I got Black Credit Mason Protocol, BCPT, and like I said, most of our presidents were Masons. And then you look at the symbolic language that it speaks, and then one of the symbols is that. And then that is a Masonic hand signal. So I believe that the Masons, they have a good source of knowledge, and I can relate to what they believe because I listen to Manly P. Hall, and that's like, the guy was a fucking 33rd degree Mason. And then that guy is like dead on. You start listening to these people. Listen to Manly P. Hall and Ellen Watts, and then just let your mind be opened up and then have some knowledge and wisdom. And that's what I believe that the Masons are about. They're about speaking to you in a hidden language and telling you, well, this is the way, this is the hidden knowledge, but then you can't really let it get out for everybody. Because once it gets out, well then, who's gonna fucking put the cheeseburgers into people's bags? So there has to be a part where there has to be manipulation and mind control implemented in society to just control the people. Like I said earlier, that some people are just stupid as fuck and they need some guidance. And I'm just saying, don't lead people the wrong way and then fuck with them, right? Don't fuck with people. Because, I don't know. I don't fucking know. I don't know what I'm talking about. But I do know what to invest in. Black Credit Mason Protocol. Most of our presidents were Masons. And then I'm invested in, it's called AMB, Ambrosis. And the symbol of that is the all-seeing eye. So I'm looking for the symbolic shit, and then those are the companies that are going to blow up. Because, I mean, what the fuck do you think the symbols and shit are even for? And then there is, I like Stellar. It's a rocket ship. That's mainstream shit. But then I'm looking for the other companies, right? The companies at the bottom. So there's E&J, there's E&J coin, Engine coin, and Jin is the Japanese name for a demon, a devil. So there's another company called Jin, and it's up to $1,500 right now. So anything that has to do with Jins, you want to get in that shit because you know that these companies are going to blow up. So Engine coin, and that's like an alternate Minecraft world. So you got to invest in Engine coin. And then there's also Fuel. It's called Ether Party. And Fuel is the same guy, the co-creator of Ethereum. His name is Anthony Delorio. He is behind the organization of Black Credit Mason Protocol. You go to his Twitter and then you see that occult sign for decentralized. It's one of his businesses. So then that's like, I'm connecting like, well, that's a Masonic hand signal and it's called Black Credit Mason Protocol. So then that means that if you type in Mason on CoinMarketCap, that's the only company that's going to come up. So I'm going to be for the Masons, and I believe that that company is going to benefit me because it speaks to you in a language underneath the radar. So that's what it means when you set your mind on heavenly things and not on earthly things. If my mind was, if I'm still going to church or I'm listening to Pastor Anderson and then reading the fucking Bible, well, I'm going to miss opportunity when it comes. And I already know all that shit. I don't have to fucking read it anymore. I know what it says and I know what the truth is. Okay? What is truth? Do you know the truth? Well, I know the truth. I could vouch, and then we could both say that we know the truth, right? No one's going to admit that they're deceived. But anyway, you set your mind on the right shit and not on the wrong shit. And then everything is going to lead you in a certain direction. And you know when you're fucking up. So you need the, like, when the opportunity came, like, I'm looking for the truth and I'm searching all the time. I'm online and I'm learning about internet marketing and how to persuade and then do a landing page and then capture an email and then put people into a funnel and do all this crazy shit. And then my mind is focused on bettering my life because I realize where I'm at right now. I need to make a change and then keep on moving. I want more. So then I admit to myself that I want more. So then I started learning and then soaking in the knowledge in the heavenly realm, learning and taking in knowledge instead of just seeking entertainment on the physical realm. So I'm setting my mind on heavenly things and on the right shit, not on the wrong shit. And then I was focusing in on internet marketing, and I would watch Ty Lopez, right? I've been watching Ty for a while. He was the one that originally rubbed his Lamborghini in my face and said, hey, knowledge is good. You need to soak it up. And then I'm like, man, I want the fucking Lamborghini, right? I mean, doesn't anybody? But then I want it really bad. And that's what causes me to act and then implement and then put the shit into motion and then get the ball rolling so then I can begin manifesting it in the physical reality. So when my mind is set on heavenly things and not on earthly things, well then I'm going to receive benefits. I'm going to achieve what I desire because everything that's in my mind originally, everything that comes out into the physical world was first started in my mind. And so I know if my mind is on the right shit, well then it's going to come out into this physical world. So all that I have to do is keep on going and not stop. And then when the opportunity of cryptocurrency came knocking at my door, then I opened up and I just ditched doing the internet marketing and shit. I'm like, well, this cryptocurrency, this is a small time frame to get in right now. And then if I really desire to manifest money and I don't believe it's evil, and then it's not blessed to be poor because poor people have it fucking hard. It fucking sucks to be poor. Well, then I'm going to manifest. And then when the opportunity of cryptocurrency comes knocking at my door, I'm going to take it. I'm not just going to be some dumb fuck and not see it and have my mind focused on earthly things and then just on entertainment. So instead, I'm on the knowledge tip. And I'm going to be, I just ditched the internet marketing. I'm going to put this shit on hold. I'm still going to do it. But then right now, I'm all in with the cryptocurrency. Because that's the way that I make my first million and how I manifest this shit in the physical reality. And then my first 100,000, I'm renting a Lamborghini and we're going to be making some Lamborghini videos and Mo Case is going to be showing up and we're going to have a motherfucking party. Jory Richards style. And that's what is possible with the internet and the new technology emerging, the blockchain that is people don't even know what the fucking blockchain is. And I don't even completely understand it yet, but you will very soon. And it's going to change our world. And I know a good amount about it. I mean, I say I don't, but I mean, people don't know it. Shit. So, just learn. All I could say is learn, soak up the knowledge. Knowledge is power. You know, if you burn a bay leaf and you make a wish, that's what bay leaves are for. They're for wishes. So when you burn a bay leaf, you need to make a wish. Are you supposed to tell people your wish? Well, I'm getting rich, and that's the best opportunity that I ever saw. So when the cryptocurrency came knocking at my door, I opened up and I'm like, holy fuck, let's do this thing. Let's get fucking rich. Because this is the way to do it. So my mind is set on heavenly things, not on earthly things. Earthly things suck, and it fucks you up, and it's just a distraction, and it's to keep you poor, to keep you a slave. When you set your mind on this shit, you're just a fucking zombie. You need to set your mind on the spiritual realm and work on yourself, and to know just this, what is your purpose? And why are you here? And then just start at that point. And then we can begin moving forward. And then begin conquering this physical realm and make it fucking submit to us. So, set your mind on heavenly things and not on earthly things. This is Baphomet Bible, episode number 78. I just said the title. Thank you for watching.